Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alfred Apesi and I make learning easy and fun. Now I promised I'm going to start with memorization technique series and this is where we start. Are we ready? I promise you, if you understand what I'm about to say in this series, you will be cured from the virus called forgetfulness. Let's delve into it. But first, we have to define what memorization is. Simple. Memorization is simply committing to heart or committing to memory. It means you are committing an information or specific knowledge to your memory to be kept there. It simply means that your memory is a place where things, knowledge, experiences, feelings are kept. Is that true? Yeah. So now the next question I will ask you is, where is your memory? I know you answer this one. Is in your brain, right? This one is very easy. Where in your brain can you find your memory? Your memory can be found in a part of your brain called the limbic system. The limbic system controls your motivation, it controls your learning, it also controls your emotions related to your memory. That's five other parts. Amygdala, I like calling it amala so that it will stay in my head. Hypothalamus, thalamus, hippocampus, and cingulate gyrus. I like calling it singular gurus so that it will stay in my head. Don't worry, I will explain that to you when we get to ingredients of remembering. That is the things you add in order to remember a lot of information. We'll get there. So now the part of the limbic system that controls your memory is called the hippocampus. I like calling it hippopotamus so that it will stay in my head. There are 3 or 4 unique things I want you to know about the hippocampus. Number one is that it helps in learning, it helps in memory, and it helps in spatial navigation. What is spatial navigation? Since it's the only big grammar there, it simply means your ability to imagine something in a part, in a sequence. If I ask you, can you remember your room? Can you remember where your fridge is? If you can raise your eyes up and then you begin to imagine it, if you can know those places, that's what they call spatial navigation, the ability to travel in your imagination. The part of your brain that does that is the hippocampus. Are we together so far? Because that's spatial navigation, you will need it when you come to memorizing. So please don't forget it. Now, the fourth one is the unique features it has. It has the ability to produce new neurons. They call it neurogenesis. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Neurogenesis is the ability of the hippocampus or the brain to produce new neurons. It means if you are dull now, like you don't know anything, you are dumb, you can know some things if new neurons are being generated. Normally in your brain, you have about 86 billion neurons found in your brain capable of holding information temporarily. However, they can hold information for a very long time if they are linked together. Do you understand? Now imagine you can produce new neurons in your head. It means you can be brilliant more than you think you are. You understand? So your current situation is not where you are supposed to be. You have the ability to know a lot of things. But how do you make your brain to produce new neurons? Simple. I'll give you 2 steps. Continue learning. Don't stop learning. And then number 2, challenge yourself. Challenge your brain. Think, meditate. If you do those things, your brain will begin to produce new neurons. Do you understand? And then one thing you should not mess with is don't be depressed and don't be stressed out. The moment you start getting depressed or stressed out, the ability of the hippocampus to learn and to memorize is going to be reduced. Don't mind me, I just like kidding a lot of time. Not all stress are bad. Actually, we have 2 types of stress. We have the eustress, which is the good kind of stress, and the distress, which is the bad kind of stress. That one, you should be afraid of that one. But the eustress is good. It helps your focus, it helps you learn, it helps you remain and give your attention to learning. Do you understand? So those are the aspect of the brain I want you to know as foundation, because it will determine how far you go when it comes to learning and memorization in general. Can we continue? Yes, we can. So the memory, it has been classified popularly into 3: the sensory memory, the working memory, and the long-term memory. The sensory memory is the shortest one. Don't care about that one. Don't worry about that one. And then the working memory is the memory you use to work. So you cannot store things in your working memory because it's used for daily activities. Do you understand? Has it ever happened to somebody that you wanted to enter your room to carry something? The moment you enter your room, you forgot what you want to carry? That's your working memory. Don't trust that guy. He's not reliable. Are you getting me? But if you want to store information, then you should be ready to store it in a place called the long-term memory. That is where you need to keep information. Now, there are criteria that make sure that an information is transferred from the working memory down to the long-term memory. And I will tell you that. But before we get there, can your memory be improved? Yes, I just said it now. Neurogenesis. Is there something you can do now that will help you to improve yourself, to improve your memory? Yes. Do you understand? It means there are some physical activities you can do that will help your memory. And I want to first of all discuss that before we delve into the long term memory and the steps you can follow to memorize any information and to recall it whenever you want. Can we continue? Let's move. Now, for you to improve yourself so that you can memorize better, this is what you're supposed to do. Number one, give yourself a pep talk. Okay, I know I don't, you have motivational speakers a lot. Don't do that. Now, for motivational speakers, they do a lot. Listen, the right motivation will give you the right energy. The right energy will give you the right focus in order to memorize things effectively. Did you hear me? So tell yourself you can do this. Tell yourself there is nothing difficult for you to do. You are a brilliant person. The moment you begin to motivate yourself, you are releasing emotions and energy that will help you to read better. Number two things you can do to improve you, to improve your memory, is that you must have a sense of purpose. Why are you memorizing the information you want to? How much relevance does it have in your life? The moment you give yourself that sense of purpose while you are doing it, you'll be shocked at how much your brain will respond to that energy that you give it. Number three is eat well. Listen to me. No matter the motivation you give yourself, no matter the pep talk you give yourself, no matter the sense of purpose, energy comes from food. Eat well. Oh. Now, there are some popular food that we call that are very essential for boosting your memory. Listen to me. It will really boost your memory. You know those food. If you start eating those food now, you'll be shocked how much brilliancy you will begin to express. Do you understand? So I'll do a video on this particular eating well. I'll tell you the kind of food. I'll tell you the chemicals or the chemicals that are found in it that will enhance your memory capacity. I will tell you all those ones. But let me just mention the food. Tomato. Tomato is very good. Those of you that don't like eating tomato, go and start eating tomato. It has vitamin A, C, K. It also have an antioxidant called lycopene. It's don't worry, we'll talk about it some other time. Eat Take caffeine. I'm not going to do advertisement for anybody. Go and check things that contain caffeine. Okay, let me help you. Lipton, you know Lipton, top tea. Yes. Coke. They boost, yes, now they boost your memory. Very simple. The next thing you should take note of is beans. Those of you that don't like beans, that's why you don't know book. Go and start eating beans. The next one is egg. Egg contain choline. Choline is the so that is the protein used for making acetylcholine. Listen, I know you don't know acetylcholine if you are a normal person like me, normal student. Acetylcholine is what does everything in your head, in your brain, in your muscles, in your neurons. You need acetylcholine is your best friend. So please eat egg, take granite, cashew, vegetable soup. I like egusi. Egusi must be there. Ogbono should be there. Plantain. Do you understand? How many have I called now? So some of these food I just called now. Yam. Did I call yam? Yam. Eat yam. Yam is very good too. All these food I've called, they contain specific things that really boost your memory. Do you understand? Please don't forget it. Let me mention one. Turkey. Turkey has L-tyrosine. Tyrosine is a prerequisite, not prerequisite, is a precursor for forming something in your brain. Yes, I will explain to you later. Do you understand? The next thing you should have is please exercise. Exercise. Exercise boosts your memory capacity and your learning ability by 20%, sometimes 50%. It boosts your creativity whenever you exercise. Try as much as possible. Do push up. Go for jogging. Please. It will help your health, it will help your brain. The last one is meditation. Meditation will boost your focus. Now, I don't want you to just sit like one guru and just try to forget everything that you know and clear your head and something. It will not happen. This is what you should do. Sorry, don't mind me. In meditation, focus on a particular thing. Practice it for 10 minutes. Just think on a particular thing. Don't be distracted. Do you understand? Practice it daily. One particular thing for 10 minutes. Any thought that want to come to your head, push it away. When you begin to do that, you will boost your focus, you will boost your ability to remember. Do you understand? So I just give you 5 keys to improve you, to help you memorize better. Now let's move to the long term memory. How do we memorize things?